Hello and welcome to part number 4. My name is Ala Haddad and I'm the developer of the paragraphs bundles import, and this is part 4. We stopped in part 3. We imported content inside Drupal, creating nodes. This part is going to be for the paragraph. So I have also now fresh. So I'm just gonna enable this one. That's the one we are going to use uh, to import paragraphs. I always like to just after enable this one, what you get out of the box. So if you click content, import, and you get this one, import paragraphs, you get a form. That's where you're going to import the paragraphs, and then you get a content type. That's where you are going to reference uh, the paragraph you created or create a new paragraph. I added two fields, one for reference and one for uh, adding a new one. And you get a vocabulary, paragraph, taxonomy, a vocabulary for each bundle this module is going to work with. So they're empty. That's what it is. And this is when you click here, they're all empty. I just created the vocabulary. And also you get a bundle, and this is called target, which is this is the one is going to hold the data or the values or the content for the paragraph. So if you, for example, if you create a slideshow, the slideshow will have what an image or content. So this is the one is going to handle this one. So if we click manage field in this one, this is very important. That's the one. If you watch the important that when we import nodes, this is the one is going to have very much similar like the nodes. So here you have body or image or tag. So these are the field inside the target. And so let's go first and start creating. I want to show you how just create a manual slideshow. Uh, by default, I didn't make it required. You saw me when I enabled this module. Uh, it wasn't required to enable any of the bundle. The slideshow or the tabs or the accordion. The reason for that is that I'm giving you the flexibility to enable only the bundle you want, not just all of them or one you may even not want it. So let's start by slideshow. I'm just gonna enable the slide show, and after enable the slideshow, I want to go and add a content to show you the steps of the slideshow. These steps, by the way, when we create a slideshow or tabs or accordion, they're exactly the same, except the output has been designed or manipulated different, but the same steps. So let's go content, add content, and here I'm just gonna add paragraph and I want to have a slideshow. And so that's where people get confused. The slideshow, maybe it's easier if you look here inside the paragraph type. So you have a slideshow section. This is a paragraph type, goes inside this one, the parent. And the slideshow can have as many section as you can. And inside each section, you can have also another one. So actually, the funny thing here that they look really in order. So actually, this one goes inside this one, and this one goes inside this one. So that's now you created a section, and section has a bundle, and this is the parent. So let's go now and add content. Uh, so as you see here, I'm giving you even some color clue. So the blue, that's the parent, the green, That's the section, and then add body section. Let's do target, and inside target you have I'm just gonna add an image, and I think that's it. uh, this one is required, and actually I'm just gonna change it now because changed content type. uh, I'm changing it to not be required, so by this way you can create both of them. uh, so content, add content, and then add paragraph, slideshow, and then the slideshow automatically comes with the section inside it, so you don't have to click a section. So but you could remove, but I put it by automatically will pop up. And then we add a target, and that's the target. That's the one. You see these the steps, so you could follow the steps here. That's why I wanted to put a manual, so you kind of see exactly what's happening with each bundle. So you could imagine, so this one, the parent. So think of it. Actually, let's create another section. So I'm just gonna collapse this one and add another slideshow section. Add an image. Let's add an image this time, and add this logo. So insert. So here I want to do this one. So actually, how many actually paragraph you could think I created here? Actually, we have the parent. That's number one. That's the big one. And inside the parent, I created another paragraph. That's the section. And inside the section, I created another paragraph. That's the target. I put the target. So just these, the parent plus two. And here in each section, I created section and paragraph. That's another two. So the total here, actually, you will see. The reason I'm saying that, because you will see it when we click save. And this is the slideshow. So it has two slides, and I didn't play with the button, but you could. I'm not really show that's here it is. So uh, that's the slideshow. The reason I'm saying that, because this is where it comes. If you watch number one, the paragraph list, you see here, this is how many I count with you. So you have the parent, and you have the section, and you have a child, and you have a section, and then a child. That's only just for two slideshow. You get, this is how many. The reason for that, because now after I created this one manually, I want to go and import the one. I have the example uh, with the module. You could get the examples from the downloaded module. This is the paragraph with image or without images. I have them here on my local. So just I'm gonna go content, import paragraphs, and here, since I only enabled the slideshow, I'm gonna see the slideshow. Actually, I could go and enable the other ones now, so you could see what's happening. So tabs and accordion, paragraph bundles, tabs, and the accordion. I'm enabling these two, and this is the form. So whenever you enable this one, you will see it here. So if I refresh this page, here it is. Now you could see the tree. So far, that's what I have three. In the future, I am planning to add more uh, same thing to import bundle. So let's do a slideshow. So you pick the slideshow, which bundle you try to do. There is nothing really, you do not choose any of options here except the title for uh, for the paragraph you are creating. The reason we need to have a title because I want to go here in the content. When I created a content and I added a slide, a paragraph, this paragraph is not orphan. It's attached to a node. If you import a paragraph, you wouldn't see it in the system without any label. That's pretty much the label here. If you want to add a label, that's the important part. And I'm just gonna get with images and parent title. Sorry, this is the image. This is the title here. The the folder here I have inside this one. Uh, let's see. So I have this image and this image also attached to the bundle, to the module. You could have this image and test with it. Same thing. So I put this image inside content inside my files, and now I haven't registered it yet. I'm just gonna go register it now so I can use it. It was inside here, so there it is. I register it now. So now I want to go and import and the image. This is gets confusing, and this is the file I'm going to use. This is the image name. The image name inside sites name files here, and then slash. You don't put the slash or anything, or the image name. So that's exactly what's happening here, an image name. But this part, you don't use it here. You just use the folder name because it's already here and I'm adding a slash. So if we click import, here is now I created 30. So now if we go to content, paragraph list, you will see now 66 paragraphs were created. This is how many. So if you created 30 slideshow, this is how many really you would get, because each you have the parent. So here actually you could see. So a slideshow, this is filter. So how many slideshow we created? We created two. So we should see two bundles all only in this list when it filter. That's it. And then section, we should see slideshow section, filter, whatever. That's how many section we created. And what else? So after you import the slideshow in paragraph, or let's do another import, just like with this uh, accordion, and I'm just gonna do the same thing, content without images, and hero and parent title. Let's do it actually. Here is, and the import. Ah, I choose the wrong one. I'm glad that I did that. So here actually we need to have paragraph and hero and the title. This is the kind of message you get if you try to get different, if you try to import different CSV or something like that. So here is the accordion now. So now we can create accordion, and you can create tabs, and also same thing with the so let's go create tabs, and without images, and let's do hero again, and tabs, and this one also should create theory. So if we go content and the paragraph list, this is how many now we created uh, paragraphs. And if we go to accordion filter, that's one because we have just one parent. And here you see here, this is no parent. If we go actually to the slideshow, because we did actually slideshow example. Okay, you see now, that's what I'm talking about. This is an orphan. This one was created by the import. This one is attached to a content type, and that's what you see. That's the bundle. And that's what I mean by the label. You want to label it so you can see exactly and somehow in the list what's happening or which paragraph bundles. Why? Because after you import them, there is two ways you could go after that. You could go on structure, views, add views, and you could just import or list all the views, all the paragraphs. And instead of content, you will do paragraph and list which slideshow. And that's what you're gonna do. And it's just like gonna create a page or create a block, uh, test and slideshow. And we don't want field. We want it. Let's see. But that's this is one way to go, and you create the slideshow and instead of field paragraph. That's what you see because you don't want to show, and that's the slideshow. These are two slideshow. You could show them in this way. I supply you with the content type. That's the other way. So structure content type, and this is the content type. You can insert the imported paragraphs inside it. So if I go content, add content inside this one, I want to show you because you will see now. So this is the title. This is where we edit a paragraph manually. This is where we reference. So here, if you do, you will get, remember how many paragraphs we imported in the system. So structure, content, paragraph list. This is how many. This is how many you're gonna get when you try to filter here. So please, you don't want to go inside this one. And so the easy thing to do with this one is to go inside this content type, structure, content type, because you don't want to go when you try to find something and you have all these uh, section and all the stuff, and you could change it. This is just the auto tag. You could change it, but there is more efficient way to get more. So structure, content type, and if we go to this one and then manage field, and inside this one, not this one, this is the one we recreate, add a new paragraph. That's why I call it. This one we reference the created paragraphs, and I click edit. And here it's exactly which one do you want to see when you start typing. I want to see the accordion. I want to see, first of all, include, I want to see the accordion. I want to see the slideshow. I want to see the tabs. That's it. You don't want to see the sections. You don't want to see the target. You don't want to see anything. And click save. And now if I go here and I refresh my content and add, I try to create and I just start typing, I should see exactly what I want. The only the paragraph bundles or the, so I created two slideshow and there is tabs, there is the accordion. That's what I said where you create, very important. This is the accordion, for example, and here is the accordion. This is what I said, for example, when you are adding here, import paragraph, important, that title. Try to get creative in the title because this is the title. It will allow you when you add content, add content here. If you try to add content, add content here, it will allow you to reference your content easy. So as I said, accordion, you could start everything. If you have, for example, I don't know, 200 or 300, try to get more creative in the titles to be more specific, 2 or 3 words. So by this way, when you put them together, you will get exactly what you need. Uh, this is, I think this is, so here if we click content, the one I created, this one, yeah, this is the accordion. Actually, I'm gonna I'm just gonna add content, add content, uh, do the slideshow, and so you could see exactly here, orphan. I added tab. This is the slideshow, and this is pretty much is going. You could add more. Uh, so here, okay, so that's very good. So I have the CSV and I import it. You can test. There is nothing wrong to test first, but there is also even a shortcut you could do or smart way, because like this is a good example. I created the slideshow, but I'm still missing. So let's say I created 30 slideshow. Is that mean I'm going to content here and paragraph list, and I'm just gonna do this slideshow. I created two, but let's say I created 30 or 40, and I'm just gonna click edit and I try to edit it here. I want to see the navigation bottom. I want to see it every or none or whatever, and or anything, the colors or anything. Uh, so I'm gonna change it here, and if I visit now the content, uh, you will see the update. So this is the slideshow. Here it is, and there's the. So here I went and I edit the content. But what if I created? This is a very good point. Uh, the default for all the bundles, I didn't have that much customization for them. I mean customization. I mean by adding embedding colors, showing the error, all the stuff. I left it to the user. But you can do that uh, for each bundle. So let's say in the slideshow, I created a slideshow and I visit the slideshow and I decided that still missing some padding on my website or margin or anything. But this is a very, very delicate work, and try to keep this work to the end, to the final end. Once you decide really that, yeah, if you have like 5 or 10 or 20 slideshow and you want to make sure that you should have a padding or margin or border or whatever, you try to add to them. I go and I create just one slideshow and I test and I see how it looks on my website and stuff like that. And then I'm just gonna go here, slideshow filter, and I'm just gonna play with the background, the padding, the margin, the colors. So this is the one I created, and I want to have, let's say, for example, uh, light background or something like that. Or I want more. I want to be to the bottom. This one I want to be numbers, for example, shadow or margin, all these things. So whatever I decide and I come to the final, after I keep editing and I come to the final, oh, okay, now I feel really I like it and stuff like that. After you come to the final look of your work, that's where you go and you be smart in how you come instead of editing theory or something like that. So you go to structure, paragraph types. So what's happening here, let's explain. I went and I updated the slideshow according to colors, text, bed, and margin, borders, all the yeah here, and I got them right, and that's exactly what I want. That's what I want. Okay, I'm all set. Okay, now I remember I open this one and I go to structure, paragraph type, and when I talk about slideshow, this please can be applied to any bundles. Paragraph types, and okay, I'm going to the slideshow. Okay, now I have these fields. That's the one I used to add the colors here and all the stuff. So let's say, for example, I wanted to show the arrows on all my slideshow. So here, bottom navigation, play and stop. Okay, so this one by default set to show. Okay, so that's good. And so this one good. So what else? I want the default bundle to have it. Okay, let's say background color. uh, I want the background color to be purple or something like that, as I said it exactly there, and opacity to be like 20 or something like this. Here it is. And I want, for example, margin, or I'm play and stop. I don't want play and stop to be on something. You always have the default. I don't want anything to play. I want the user to click. You go and you set the default values for all the customization you want here. You set it in the parent. After you set it in the parent and you like what you have and everything, now it's go content, add and import paragraphs. So by this way you can create a slideshow, another slideshow. For example, let's do this one. And so now it's going to be created. If I go on content and edit, or actually, oh, here it is. New slideshow. There it is. This is the customized, the default customized one. So if I visit, this is one, and here is, I added the background. The idea that you get what I mean here is that you customize whatever you want in the default, and then you go ahead. This is these kind of tricks. It doesn't come just at once. It comes from working with the paragraph. So that's actually my recommendation with all the work I do here, just to test. And same thing with the colors and padding and everything. Try to be don't add padding or margin or something until you have the final box or the final slideshow or bundle inserted in the page, so you can see exactly what it is. This is pretty much, I know it was a long, but I wanted to cover pretty much everything on the page. And I wanted this is one of my favorite actually page also, because you could really go and customize, and you don't have to worry about where is the paragraph or something like that. I hope you liked the demo, and thank you for watching.